The government forecast with meteorologist James DeFazio in for Bill.
Good Tuesday evening. How are you guys?
Well, sun's out.
How about,
I was
going to say,
temperatures.
Unreal, right? It's about time. It's about time. We finally got a taste of spring. We sprung forward and Mother Nature caught the memo. We got to see temperatures in the mid-60s today across all of central New York. Even Camden getting in on the action at 64 degrees despite their snowpack. 67 degrees at Sherburne down in the southern hills. A very, very seasonably warm day. Your Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. All is quiet out there. We are tracking a frontal boundary which is going to drop temperatures steadily the rest of the evening and into the overnight. Downtown Utica, very peaceful, very calm out there and dry. You can see plenty of blue skies out there. It was a very sunny day and it should be a mostly clear evening as well. Still some warm temperatures at the south. Sherburne even creeping up a little warmer now. It's 70 degrees. Off to the north though, some indications that that front is beginning to creep in. Temperatures are beginning to drop. We're down to 53 in Rome with sunny skies still being reported. That west wind out at 21 miles per hour. Here in the city of Utica, we're going to see these temperatures drop steadily as the night progresses. While we head towards the early evening tonight, we're in the mid-30s. We're going to see temperatures by tomorrow morning below freezing, so we're going to be keeping an eye out for any patchy black ice. Fortunately, this is short-lived, and we're tracking a warm-up, and we'll have more information on that coming right up. Here.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Tuesday evening. What a spectacular, much-deserved weather day across central New York. It was up into the mid-60s across central New York. We saw some much-deserved sunshine. Still seeing sunshine out there right now. Plenty of blue skies across downtown Utica and all of central New York. However, things are going to clouden up a bit as the night progresses as a cold front approaches, but not too much. We're going to see partly cloudy skies overnight. It's not going to be a totally overcast night. A cold front arrives this evening, bringing much colder weather. Our temperatures have already started to decline. Light snow showers Wednesday evening and night. Very light in nature. We're not expecting them to be much of an issue. And then a warming trend returns right on its heels. We're going to see warmer temperatures before the end of the week. Your Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar, all is quiet out there. High pressure keeping us very sunny, very dry today across central New York. 53 degrees and sunshine still being reported up in Rome. We get a west wind at 21 miles an hour. It was out of the south today for quite some time, which really drove in a lot of this warm air. It was an incredibly nice day. This cold front is you can see the leading edge of it here from this band that is up in Canada, and it's down the St. Lawrence Valley, down back across northern Ontario, or northern Lake Ontario. This is going to continue to work through central New York as the night progresses, and it's going to bring us down actually below freezing before tomorrow morning, and we're worried about some areas of patchy black ice by tomorrow morning with temperatures going below freezing after all of the snowmelt we've seen today. And while we're going to see less snowmelt over the next couple of days with highs the next 2 days only in the low 40s, by Friday we're right back to where we were today. We're right back into the mid-50s and then low 60s Saturday and Sunday. Very nice weather continues in terms of the temperature into the weekend. Very, very mild. Your skycast for this evening, primarily partly sunny skies, a couple of clouds thicken up as that frontal passage goes through, but all in all, partly cloudy skies remain. Mostly clear overnight. It dips down all the way down into the low 20s, upper teens. We cloud up Wednesday morning ahead of a light low pressure system that's going to pass, a weak low pressure system. That weak low pressure system is going to bring some light rain and snow showers, but again, very light in nature Wednesday night, and they fall overnight during the dark while it's in the overnight while it is dark. So it's not really going to be too much of an issue for everyone that's working 9 to 5. Lows tonight, mid-20s, 26 degrees. Temperatures decrease overnight. Patchy black ice. Be careful out tomorrow morning. Anything untreated is going to be slick with the amount of snow melt we've seen over the last 24 hours. Your 7-day forecast, all in all, not too bad of a 7-day forecast. The warming trend returns despite this cold front knocking us back into the 40s. We're into the mid-50s again by Friday. St. Patrick's Day parade forecast looking very nice at this time. Low 60s, increasing clouds on Saturday ahead of the arrival of a cold front on Sunday. We see widespread rain on Sunday. It looks like Sunday might be a pretty wet day.
I'm calling you out.
Why is that?
Bill was giving us 64 degrees on Saturday.
you
You're
changed
giving
it.
us 61.
I think Eric, I think it would have been Eric, not me. I don't know.
Eric saying 61?
Oh, he's throwing Eric under the bus.
I honestly don't know. I can't remember if I'm the one who changed it.
All right,
but
well, that 3 degrees matters to me.
I
It matters to all of us.
you think, what
Fazio.
Good Tuesday evening. It's still warm out there. It's still 53 degrees, but we are tracking a cold front that's dropping temperatures down. That cold front arrives this evening, brings much colder weather for the next 2 days before our warm-up returns. Light snow showers tomorrow evening, but minimal issues. It's going to be relatively light in nature, and then our warming trend returns in time for this weekend. Your Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. All is quiet out there. It's a dry, calm night out across central New York. Plenty of sunny skies today. Absolutely beautiful day. We're tracking that warm trend to return. 2 chilly days to get through the next couple of days. Highs only in the low 40s Wednesday and Thursday. But by Friday, we're back into the mid 50s. And this weekend, we're looking at lows in the low 60s for Saturday and Sunday. Looks like possibility for widespread rain on Sunday. But up till then, all in all, it looks very nice. Tonight, we do drop back below freezing. We're going to have to be mindful of any areas that go untreated by tomorrow morning with the amount of snowmelt we had today. Lows in the mid-20s. With information coming up, more details on just how warm we're going to get and what's beyond for the weekend. Back over to you.
All right, thank you, sir. And so it goes.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Tuesday evening. After a warm, sunny day across central New York, we are tracking a cold front that is going to bring temperatures much cooler for the next couple of days. We're going to see temperatures decrease steadily throughout the rest of the afternoon, the evening, and through the overnight as well. Downtown Utica, though, still very sunny. We're in the mid-50s. Plenty of blue skies out there. Skies are going to stay relatively clear. The cloud cover is not going to be too much of a factor with the passage of this front. Should be a dry passage as well. Possibly a couple sprinkles or flurries, but definitely more dry than wet. The cold front arrives this evening. It's going to be bringing colder weather for the next couple of days, tonight into the next couple of days. Light snow returns tomorrow evening and tomorrow night. It's going to be minimal issues with how light the snow is going to fall and how quickly it's going to move through, but it is going to snow tomorrow night. And then a warming trend returns ahead of next weekend. Temperatures rebound rather nicely. Your Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar showing plenty of dry air across the area. It was a beautiful day with high pressure in control. And it's going to stay dry for at least the next 24 hours before that snow arrives tomorrow evening. 53 degrees and sunny up in Rome. Still very, very beautiful out in Rome. 21 miles an hour wind out of the west. This slight wind today really brought in that warm air. It was southerly most of the day today, and that southerly wind drew in a lot of warm, moist air from the south. You can see the tail end of the leading edge of this cold front here that stretches all the way back up into Quebec. And we're going to see this in Ontario. We're going to see this cold front continue to drop, continue to move eastward, and this tail end is going to be enough to bring us into a much colder air mass that resides on the other side of that front. And it's going to bring highs down for Wednesday and Thursday only into the only into the lower 40s. Much colder than today, but that warming trend returns. By Friday, we're into the mid-50s, and by the weekend, we're back into the low 60s. So it doesn't last for very long. Your skycast for tonight, primarily clear, not too cloudy. A little bit of clouds with the passage of the front. Drops down very, very consistently tonight into the lower 20s, possibly even upper teens for areas north and south of the Mohawk Valley. We're going to see some patchy black ice by tomorrow morning. Anything that goes untreated will turn slick with temperatures this chilly, but with the amount of snow melt that we had today. By tomorrow morning, we warm up kind of slowly, not into 30 degrees until about noon. We only get into about the mid to upper 30s, possibly even a couple areas with low 40s on Wednesday, but a chilly day. That snow returns Wednesday evening and the beginning of Wednesday night, but it's relatively light and short-lived, and then things quiet down, and then we start our warming trend yet again. Tonight, decreasing temperatures, that patchy black ice forms before sunrise. Your 7-day forecast, we're tracking that warm up. I'm going to jump right to Friday where we climb right back into the mid to upper 50s. And then Saturday for the St. Patrick's Day Parade, we're still looking at dry conditions and temperatures around 61 degrees. A great forecast for the parade.
With meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Tuesday evening. It was a spectacular spring-like day across central New York. We saw some very, very warm temperatures. Temperatures all the way up into the mid-60s across most of the region. Even Sherburne, 67 degrees. Even Camden, where there's snow, quite the snowpack still on the ground, coming in at 64 degrees. Unfortunately, we do have a cold front moving through, and these temperatures have since decreased quite a bit, and we're going to continue to see temperatures decline. Your Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar is quiet. We've had high pressure in control. We've saw plenty of sunny skies today. We're going to see plenty of clear skies tonight, partly cloudy skies at best. Temperatures across the area beginning to drop as that cold front is starting to enter the area, all the way down to 46 in Big Moose, 49 in Deansboro. So we're definitely on the decline. We're down to 50 now up in Rome. Sunny skies still. That 20-mile-an-hour wind is now coming out of the west-northwest as opposed to the south. Today, that southerly wind really drove in a lot of warm air. We're tracking this temperature. It's going to drop below freezing after midnight tonight by 34 around midnight tonight. As it drops below freezing, we're going to be tracking the chances for patchy black ice by tomorrow morning. Anything that goes untreated will be slick with the amount of snow melt we saw today. Coming up, we'll have more details on the full forecast. Back over to you guys.
All right, thank you, James.
This is brought to you by Mastrovito Hyundai. The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Tuesday evening. After a spectacular sunny, warm day across central New York, we're tracking a cold front that's bringing in much colder weather for the next couple of days. Downtown Utica seeing quite the sunset right now. Plenty of blue skies out there. It's going to stay primarily clear tonight as well. We may see some breaks of clouds, but it's not going to become mostly cloudy tonight. It's going to stay partly cloudy to clear. Cold front arrives this evening, bringing much colder weather for the next couple of days. Light snow showers develop tomorrow evening and tomorrow night. They're going to be minimal issues, though. We're not expecting a widespread snowfall or any widespread accumulation from this. And then a warming trend returns ahead of next weekend, bringing us back to mild temperatures. Your Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar, very quiet out there. All is dry, and that is going to stay that way until tomorrow evening when those snow showers begin to work in. Still 50 degrees up in Rome, sunny skies. We are on the decline. Temperatures are going to steadily decline right up until tomorrow morning. 20-mile-an-hour winds still hanging on out of the west-northwest. We had that nice southerly breeze today, which drew in that very warm air and warmed us all the way up into the mid-60s. Your radar and satellite picture here is the tail end of that front just now beginning to cross Lake Ontario. It's going to continue to move across central New York. Our temperatures will drop steadily through the night tonight. We'll be around freezing by midnight. We're going to be below freezing by tomorrow morning. The next couple of days, though, after that chilly weather, yes, we are chilly the next 2 days. Highs only in the low 40s Wednesday, Thursday, but it's short-lived. The warming trend does return by Friday. We're back into the mid-50s by Friday. Saturday and Sunday are looking incredibly warm with temperatures into the low 60s. Your skycast for tonight, primarily clear skies. Temperatures drop as a result. Lows tonight are going to be in the low 20s, possibly high teens north or south of the valley. Clouds increase as we head into Wednesday. A very weak low pressure system approaches from the southwest. And here are those light snow showers that are going to move through the region Wednesday night into Thursday morning. Things calm down very quickly before Thursday morning. We start the day Thursday cloudy. Lows tonight, 26 degrees. Temperatures decrease. Be careful any patchy black ice tomorrow morning. Anything that goes untreated will be slick after all the snow melt that we saw today. We warm up nicely and steadily. 40s are much better than the 30s we saw this past weekend. We're into the 50s by Friday, looking like 60s and partly sunny for the parade on Saturday.
Now for a first look at the forecast with meteorologist James DeFazio. We had a nice warm day today.
What a weather day. It was fantastic. We got all the way up into the mid-60s. Temperatures we haven't seen in quite some time. Take a look at some of these numbers. The real impressive number to me, despite all of central New York getting into the mid to upper 60s, is our friends up in Camden who still have feet of snow on the ground even got up to 64 degrees today. So everyone got in on the warmth, and it was very nice because we're going to get a short little break now. We had a cold front work through earlier tonight. Your Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar is quiet. It was a dry passage of the cold front. It's going to stay quiet until tomorrow. Dry in downtown Utica, clear skies. Temperatures across the area, they range from 33 up north down into the low 40s in the southern hills, and we're going to see these temperatures continue to drop as that cold air continues to work its way in. 37 and clear up in Rome. The wind is finally beginning to die down to 8 miles an hour. It will finally be calm by tomorrow. We're tracking those dropping temperatures as we head into tomorrow. We're going to dip below freezing, so we're going to be mindful of any areas for black ice tomorrow morning with how much snow we lost today. Coming up, we'll detail just how warm we're going to get as we begin to warm back up before this weekend. Jason?
All right, thank you, James. Utica Center for Development opened in
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Tuesday evening. It was a fantastic weather day across central New York, and we're going to see some cooler temperatures over the next 2 days before that warming trend returns, but all in all, still going to stay relatively mild, especially compared to this previous weekend. Primarily clear skies in downtown Utica. Some areas you're able to get out and see the stars if you're interested. It's going to allow temperatures to drop quite a bit tonight, though, which we're going to go below freezing. We'll talk about that in just a moment. Cold front arrived this evening, and it's bringing colder weather for tonight, tomorrow, and for Thursday. Light snow showers Wednesday evening and Wednesday night, but it's only going to bring very minimal issues. They're very light in nature. And then a warming trend returns ahead of the weekend. Your Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar, quiet as can be out there. It is dry, and it is going to stay that way until tomorrow evening. 37 degrees with clear skies being reported in Rome. Our wind has finally died down to single digits. We're at 8 miles per hour. We expect that to stay that way into tomorrow, and then hopefully by tomorrow afternoon we have calm winds. It's been so windy these past few days, but the wind, we are past the worst of the wind. We had this cold front with this little bit of precipitation that moved through Montreal there. That was all the way down here. That brought us, the tail end was all the way down through central New York here, despite the fact that the bottom end of the front was dry. Brought us in a much colder air mass. And as this cold air settles in, we're going to see highs the next couple of days, much colder than today, but still warmer than this previous weekend. We're still going to get into near the low 40s Thursday as well, and then the warming trend returns. We climb back into the mid-50s, and then even the 60s by the weekend. Your skycast tonight, primarily mostly clear skies. It does cool down to about 20 degrees or so, so anything untreated by tomorrow morning will be slick. Clouds return relatively quickly tomorrow morning. Highs are going to be in the upper 30s to low 40s. It's going to be a chilly day compared to the past two. Those showers arrive in the evening hours, approximately around 11:30 p.m., but these snow showers are light in nature and they move through very quickly. We all see a very quick burst of light snow, possibly even some light sprinkles in the southern valleys, and then just cloudy skies as we approach Thursday morning. Tonight, we're going to be keeping an eye out for those patchy black ice as we drop back below freezing. Quite a bit of snow melt today, so there may still be some wet spots out there. Your 7-day forecast, we have a great forecast in there for St. Patrick's Day, for the St. Patrick's Day parade. Very excited to see that. We're currently looking at, for the parade, temperatures in the low to mid 50s, partly sunny skies, and maybe by the time it's over, it might even be warm enough to be into the 60s.
That would be nice.
Yes.
We could use that. All right, thank you, James. Coming up next,